Welcome to my latest episode of Weekly Insights with Joanie. The material and slides for this episode are based on edited excerpts of my new online course, which is coming in August, and it is titled Drive Through and Make It Your Own, and it's exclusively will be on udemy.com. And this episode is part 3 of the 3-part series where we've been talking about what are limiting beliefs. And in this video, we are specifically going to talk about how limiting beliefs hide in our generalized perception of life and ourself and how it affects us in our everyday life. In the past 2 episodes, you learned what limiting beliefs are and where they come from. Now, let's go a little deeper to understand the nuances of a limiting belief system. A limiting belief system is based on a general perception of life and yourself. That is why at first glance, a limiting belief can appear harmless. For example, here are 2 of the most well-known general perceptions of life that make up a person's limiting belief system. Life is not always fair, and beggars can't be choosers. These general perceptions are often classified as sayings, but don't let that fool you. To discount the power of these hides the truth of what general perceptions are predicated on. We all want to create the life of our dreams, but let's see what happens when a general perception of life is overlaid on a limiting belief that gets in the way of you creating what you want for yourself. General perceptions, when left unchecked and unhealed, negatively impact your desires in specific areas of your life. This usually occurs without you realizing it, and it is also one of the ways limiting beliefs hide in plain sight. That's because your beliefs about what you can be, do, and have is translated through a fractured perception of life. This perception creates a generalized concept of a world through limiting beliefs that are fear-based, scarcity-driven, and affect your sense of self-worth. What does this have to do about specific desires you have to improve your life? It has everything to do with it. Without knowing how a general perception frames your limiting beliefs, the more specific you get with your desires, the more problematical life becomes. This is because challenges you face in fulfilling your specific desires are projected outside of you and attributed to specific people, events, and circumstances. Well, now we're going to look at 2 specific examples that are rooted in our everyday perception of life and how they are limiting beliefs. So let's start first with the belief about scarcity. Scarcity drives the emotional, mental, and physical approach to success and well-being for most of humanity. The general perception about scarcity is the limiting belief that there is not enough love, success, and happiness to go around. If you buy into this general perception, what do you think your behavior and your belief system will be when you identify a specific desire that calls to you? For example, imagine you have a specific desire to land a new job, launch a new business venture, or make an investment in the financial market. You may believe someone will get what you want before you do, and this creates anxiety and stress. You overwork yourself to get what you desire. This compounds your anxiety and stress with emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion. Or you don't take any action on a specific opportunity because of past failures. Here, the specific desire is avoided because of a generalized belief your chances of success are limited. So now we're going to look at the generalized perception of aging and see how that affects your specific desires. Aging plays a direct role in your sense of value and self-worth throughout your life. Here are 4 general perceptions on aging that a lot of people have. The older you get, the less attractive you become. The older you get, the less desirable you are. The older you get, the less healthy you are. Aging is a disease to be avoided at all costs. These are generalized limiting beliefs about aging. Becomes quite specific if you reach a later stage in your life where you desire a romantic relationship and/or a job opportunity. Here's an example I've written extensively about and shared in a recent Weekly Insight episode. You believe you are not physically attractive enough, healthy enough, or wealthy enough to attract a suitable partner due to your generalized beliefs about aging. As you can see, as we've gone through these slides, how pervasive and disabling these limiting beliefs are that are hidden in these generalized perceptions of life. So what I'd like to finish up with you is on 3 very important journal prompts to help integrate what we've learned and also to help you see for yourself what specific limiting beliefs are holding you back from achieving your desires and creating the life that you've always envisioned for yourself. Create some time to journal your answers to the following questions. In what ways has your perception of aging influenced your choices to be happy and fulfilled? In what areas of your life has the belief about hard work benefited you, and where has it left you feeling depleted and overwhelmed? Is there a general perception of life you have that is limiting you in specific areas you desire improvements? If so, detail that in your journal. For more information on my online courses, please visit udemy.com and type my name, Joanie Marx, in the search box. And I want to thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and I look forward to you joining me for my next episode of Weekly Insights with Joanie. And please remember, every morning, look into your mirror, smile at yourself, and say to yourself, I am my own best friend, for I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. And thank you and all my best.